That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Birgit. We set some ambitious quotas. You met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
We'd be dust, except for the fact.
Make your questions snappy. Sure, it was a pleasure and all that bullshit to talk with you.
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech. If you'll excuse me, I am on duty.
Something more you need, Deputy? Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news. Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense. Well, that's one hell of an accusation, Deputy. Don't presume to question me. You know who I am. Seems I put my trust in the wrong man. I suppose that changes things. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. Not all at once, of course, but we could never find anything that would grow in it. Eventually, everything we tried to plant failed and died. Mining is expensive, and so is the cost of raw materials. My mineral-enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor, and once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process the soil.
You tricked them into poisoning their own land for your benefit.
I have a business to run. I can't afford to spend a credit more than I absolutely have to, Mr. Coe. Look around you. Everyone in this building, in this town, is depending on me. I provide the jobs that put food on their tables, clothes on their backs, and roofs over their heads. The fact is, the business hasn't been doing well lately. Without drastic action, cuts would become unavoidable. These people work hard for me. and they trust me to do the same in return. I will not let them down. Look, I'll level with you. We're falling behind the competition. The hardworking people of this town depend on me for their livelihoods, and I won't let them down. Cutting my costs means saving their jobs.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word. You're right, yeah. Those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from HopeTech.
A coupon? I can't believe this guy.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor. Did I not make myself clear? I'm offering you a reward for a job well done. Nothing more. And with that job so capably done, we'll consider the matter closed. I'll be needing that slate from Major Hull, of course. Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer? But on a much larger scale, yes. Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your hands, Deputy. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You'll have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
Careful. I think he means business.
Absolutely. Consider it over. It's ancient history. You've already taken care of the first, and I won't be hiring anyone to take their place. From now on, I'll dedicate myself to looking after the hard-working people of Hopetech. As for you, you're a hero, Deputy. You've saved this company and ensured a bright future for our employees and their families. You can count on me, Deputy. You'll find that my word's as reliable as every ship that leaves this factory. Now, I'm sure the Marshal is waiting for an update on your progress. I won't keep you any longer. Farewell, Deputy. You've done good work today. Oh, and since we're agreed that discretion is in order, I'll take that slate from you now. How about you return to the Marshal and let him know the matter's at an end?
Mr. Hope is a vital part of not only Polvo, but of the entire Freestar Collective.
You're back. Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there? Damn, you've got guts of steel. Did you find out why the First was taking over farms? Makes my heart heavy to hear that. There was a time he was a great leader and a hero of the Freestar Collective. It's too bad he threw all of that away. Still, it's hard to escape the feeling you cured the symptom, but not the disease. They were mercenaries, and that means someone hired them. Now they can just hire someone else and pick up where they left off. The whole thing just feels unresolved. A temporary victory at best. Couldn't ask any more of you than that. While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents. I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done. Way to go.
Congratulations!
Please, drop some of that. I'm hurting just watching it.
Congratulations. The promotion's well earned.
Something you need from me?
Diego Monroe, at your service. Well, theoretically.
The Freestar Rangers. You did their dirty work and then some. So how'd you feel wearing the badge? The reality of the job is dirtier than cops and robbers on the playground. Me, I never cared much for being a ranger. Too many of them try to force the world to be only black and white when it's anything but. Take Ron Hope. I mean, the guy's a legend. Before him, Polvo was a desperate, depressing place. Everything he did was to keep his people employed, to keep Hope Tech standing in the backstabbing world of megacorp politics. Sadly, it is. Tough calling what to do with Ron Hope. As much fun as it is being a ranger, I hope you can start focusing on Constellation business. There's plenty of mysteries left in the good old Milky Way to discover.
Can I help? Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he? Despicable is too kind a word. He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace. Are you really going to make me remind you what that man did to those farmers on Montara Luna? How he sent Paxton Hull and the First to murder them and steal their land so he could use it for his own ill-gotten gains? How could you forget something like that? I'm relieved to hear you say that. What I don't understand is why you let him off the hook. Turn him over to Marshal Blake, of course. Let the Freestar Rangers make him pay for his crimes. Unfortunately, that ship's already sailed. Don't you dare give me a needs of the many speech. By hiring those mercenaries to do his dirty work, Ron Hope unleashed hell on those farmers. They weren't simply out of a job, they lost their lives. Well then, it's painfully clear I'm wasting my time. It's a real shame we couldn't see eye to eye on this. I thought we were more of a team. Apparently I was wrong.
Sure, I would be happy to chat.
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we? Well, if it isn't our own ranger. I hope you're not taking the job permanently. There's a lot less paperwork in Constellation, and the benefits are pretty good too. Costume party coming up, huh? Anyway, it suits you. I just don't see why you had to let Ron Hope go after all of that. I don't know, and I'm not trying to second guess you here. I just hope the people of Hopetown are going to be okay. Those farmers lost their lives, not just their jobs. Surely that matters more. Doesn't matter what I wanted. What would those farmers think is fair? Did he have any sense of shame for what he had done? I don't think so. So he would do it again, wouldn't he? I don't think I could let that stand. Then let's just get back to work. Try not to get in my way.
You've got something for me?
Is something amiss? Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results? I suppose not. This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives. He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last. Surprised? No. Just disappointed. Another who chose greed over all else. But you decided to leave him alone. And you weigh their well-being against the lives that the farmers lost in all this? I'm surprised. I do understand there were few easy answers here. You made a decision, and now we should carry on with our mission.
Ron Hope's a goddamned hero.